Please, ma'am, start.
Right. Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. I guess today we have counseling students with us. So, the concern topic that we are going to talk about is DSM, that is Diagnostic Statistical Manual. As we all know that when we talk about mental disorders, we cannot ignore the role of DSM. DSM happens to be actually the Bible for understanding, diagnosing the mental disorders. Now, when we started, if we go back to the history of mental disorders, I'm sure you all must have read and well acquainted with our concepts that in ancient times, there were different crude methods applied to measure the level of the problem the person is going through, that is the mental illness. And gradually, there came a time when we have different physiologists, psychologists, psychiatrists working on the issue that how can we develop proper, comprehensive, standardized tools to understand the complexity of a disorder and therefore diagnosing the problem properly. So as a matter of fact, this diagnostic statistical manual, we had the panel of experts from American Psychiatric Association, like during World War. They developed a forum, different experts, psychiatrists, psychologists, even the biologist, understanding the nature of the problem, finally decided to come up with this first diagnostic statistical manual. But then, as we know that, you see, the personality is dynamic. And there are individual differences, person to person, and also the variation, the frequency, the intensity, everything matters and differs from person to person. So this diagnostic statistical manual served the purpose well enough to understand the symptoms, the signs of the disorder, and then coming up with proper treatment or intervention strategies. Now, no matter you are from counseling background, but the today's practical focuses on the current changes or the latest DSM we have with us, and what is the unique thing about DSM-5. As we all know, we have DSM 1, 2, 3, 3 text, then third revision, fourth DSM-4, and then text revised, and then DSM-5. DSM-5 came up in 2013 and bringing some precise changes in itself helped the psychiatrist to understand and to come up with latest signs and symptoms in a particular disorder and mentioning in that catalog. We have been focusing on access system. DSM-5 में accesses remove हो चुके हैं. More or less, there is a global assessment functioning that's called as GAF, where you have to range the disorder, the level of frequency or the intensity of a problem. Accordingly, that's 1 to 100. Now, कुछ नए disorders, जैसे कि schizophrenia, though it has been existing since DSM, like we had one, but then DSM-4TR maintains different types. So we have paranoid schizophrenia, catatonic, hebephrenic, residual, seasoned schizophrenia. There came a problem. The problem was positive and the negative symptoms in schizophrenia were more or less interrelated in every kind of or every type of schizophrenia. So that became a reason that it was difficult for the trainers to finally come up with the precise signs and symptoms and telling the person or the client suffering from a disorder that yes, you have a particular type of schizophrenia. Now, DSM-5 has removed those types, right? They more or less focus on the causes, signs, and symptoms. We no more talk about the types in DSM-5. And also, we have the disorders which are discriminated or differentiated from other medical conditions. Because we believe because of the findings we have कि comorbidity of disorders जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होने के chances होती है. Or I think the maximum commonality is anxiety and depression. There also अगर anxiety और depression तो उसके कोई और अदर मेडिकल कंडीशन नहीं हो, इस चीज का ध्यान रखना भी बहुत जरूरी है, जिसके लिए DSM-5 में इन डिसऑर्डर्स के साथ करंट डिसऑर्डर्स के साथ इन्होंने अदर मेडिकल कंडीशंस जो है वो निकाली, so that अगर if you are diagnosing a person, you can well understand that the person is going through depression only, not comorbid with some other medical condition. Then we have post-traumatic stress disorder. Actually, whatever I'm telling you, that is, you have to work on it. You have to find out what are the minute or the maximum changes have been made in DSM-5. So before we go for this, I just want to give a brief summary so that you understand the difference between DSM-4-TR and the current version we are using, that is DSM-5. बहुत सारे ऐसे साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स हैं जो कॉमनली प्रेजेंट हैं बहुत सारे डिसऑर्डर्स में, जैसे कि अगर हम जनरलाइज्ड एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर की बात करें, गैड. सो कुछ कॉमन सिम्टम्स हैं जो फोबिया में भी है और जो पैनिक डिसऑर्डर में भी एग्जिस्ट हो रहे हैं, एगोराफोबिया में है, सोशल फोबिया में है. सो उनके ऊपर DSM-5 में वर्क किया गया. देन इफ आई टॉक अबाउट डिप्रेशन, इंडिया इज rating on a very high level. It can be because of this latest pandemic. Now, in this depression dimension also, they have added some new disorders. The association, the American Psychiatric Association, has come up with some new disorders. One, because I am not sure how many of you are aware about this term called as postpartum depression, right? This is related to females only. After the delivery of a baby, a woman is going through different, can be mood changes or different types of changes. Can be within or can be between. Like, how well is she going to be accepted in the family where she has given a birth to baby girl? That's also a concern, because patriarchal society है, तो कहीं ना कहीं हम जितना मर्जी बोल दें कि हम बहुत ज़्यादा evolved हो चुके हैं, but the concern always remains at the priority level. Then, if a female is concerned about her bodily changes, maybe she's not able to accept her current state of mind that she's going through, that she has to go for the feeding also, and she's working, and then a lot many other changes. Maybe she has gone through some kind of a hair fall. She considers herself that she's no more beautiful because of the blemishes or the pigmentation she has developed during this 9-month period. Maybe her husband is not going to love her the way he has been because of these changes. So, lot many things. And initially, this postpartum depression was not considered a kind of depression in our diagnostic statistical manual. But then, considering the severity of this depression, this happens to be a part of depression dimension. And now, in DSM-5, we also have prepartum depression. That is before the delivery of a baby. what kind of prenatal changes a woman is going through and is affecting the woman and the baby itself. Then, uh, again, another kind of a disorder, uh, premenstrual dysphoric, related to certain periodical cyclic changes that a woman is going through. Even this has been added. And then there has been some differentiation related to cyclothymia, that is the bipolar version, the cyclothymia, hypermania. इन सब की जो छोटे छोटे वर्जन्स हैं, जो एपिसोड्स हैं, उनके साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स के ऊपर वर्क करके, डिफरेंट रिसर्चर्स कंडक्ट करके, दे हैव बीन एबल टू differentiate between each and every, even the symptom. So your work is finally to go through the DSM-4-TR, that's a text revised. We have been following the axis in DSM-4-TR. We all are well aware about one thing, that the homosexuality has been removed from our DSM. It is no more considered as a disorder. Of course, the addiction, any kind of addiction, has been on an increase. So DSM 5 has been talking about internet addiction, then gambling, then self-it-is. There was a time जब लोग selfie को लेके इतना obsessed हो गए थे कि it became a disorder. So TIS, TIS, refers to a disorder. And there are many other disorders that you need to work upon. You need to go through it so that you can properly differentiate between the changes we have received in DSM-5 and how well is it accepted in our hospitals, and if a psychologist is working, running his or her own private clinic. So how are they assessing the disorders, diagnosing them according to our DSM-5? तो आपका मेन काम यही होगा कि आपको डिफरेंशिएट करना है. यू कैन टेक द हेल्प ऑफ डिफरेंट रिसोर्सेज, एंड गूगल हैज इट्स ओन दिस पीडीएफ फॉर्मेट अवेलेबल फॉर DSM-5. आप वहां से रेफर कर सकते हैं. Now I would want you to come up with your questions, because that would be better if I come up with your answers, whatever query you have, that how are you going to work, or whichever way you find it best. So you can come up with your queries. This is for your practical work. It's not so tedious. You just have to find out the differences, the changes that have been made in DSM-5. So can I have some questions, please?
Yeah, I have one question. Hello.
Ji, I'm listening.
Yeah. Ma'am, as far as DSM-5 is concerned, I have already downloaded and I have got the same on Google. But when it comes to DSM-4 TR, I am unable to find that DSM-4 TR, ma'am. So I tried my level best to search on Google. Is there any way from where I can get this DSM-4 TR also, so that I will be in a position to make a good quality report?
See, if that is a concern, then we can help you by providing you some PDF links where you can go through the DSM-4 TR. But I would like to add one here, that if you have the book that's called as Abnormal Psychology by Carson and Butcher,
okay,
that's easily available. Yeah, it has its online PDF format also. So there in that book, for every disorder, I mean, the disorders have been categorized or explained according to DSM-4-TR only.
Right, ma'am. Right.
And they do have a chapter. They do have a chapter which is just talking about the different versions of DSM. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally the 5 we are talking about. Of course, it's not available in that edition, but you can grab as much material you want from those books. So that is Abnormal Psychology books, Carson and Butcher, Saracen and Saracen. So I will try to provide you the PDF link also after my class.
Right.
So you can have a look on that and you will get ample of material.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, another concern is that, like, this is again a very different kind of.
Sorry?
particular
Hello?
format that you want us to follow while.
So is there any... Hello, am I audible, ma'am?
Ji, ji. Right. You're audible.
Hello.
Ji, I can hear you, Kriti.
Yeah. So, ma'am, yeah, I'm asking that is there any particular format you want us to follow while making the project report on this practical, or not so?
Right. Very good question. What you can do is that when you are going to study, so see, first of all, you can start with DSM-5. So they will explain what all changes they have made in their current version. You can note down the disorders that they have worked upon,
Right, ma'am.
right? So you can start with those disorders first, like in DSM-4 TR.
Mhm.
Can I just take one call? This is very important.
Yeah, ma'am, please.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
सर नमस्कार.
Madam is back in the class.
Gee, I'm
नमस्कार
back
सर.
in the class. I'm sorry, but I had to take this call because I'm pursuing my work also simultaneously, so I couldn't ignore this call. It
Go ahead.
was from my
You
authority,
go
so I
ahead.
had to take it.
You go ahead. You go
Yeah.
ahead.
So, Kriti, I was telling you that you can first go with the DSM-5 version where you can
Right.
note down the changes that they have made. Like, what if,
Okay, ma'am.
first of all, they are going to talk about the schizophrenia, right? They have mentioned there that we are no more considering the types of schizophrenia, and we are focusing on the causes and the following etiology they are working on. So, first, you can find out the difference in schizophrenia. You will write it down the title as the topic as schizophrenia, and then
Right,
you
ma'am.
will write down the DSM-4 TR criteria on a
Right, ma'am.
page, and
Right,
just
ma'am.
opposite that, you can write down the current changes in schizophrenia according to DSM-5.
Right, ma'am. Right. Understood, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Right.
Right,
Then they
ma'am.
have also talked about the post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and the related changes. So again, you can use the same format. First, you will write down the things you have seen in DSM-4 TR, the signs and symptoms they have talked about. And then
Right,
opposite to
ma'am.
that page, you can write down the current version DSM-5.
Right, ma'am. And ma'am, the links which you are saying, how you will be able to share with us specifically,
I will
we
share
have...
it with the Tejpal sir or maybe Dr. Roshan, who happens to be your coordinator, and then
Right,
he
ma'am.
can further send it to you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Right. Can we have some more questions, please? Dr. Roshan, you can also give some input on this thing if you have something else to tell your learners. Is Dr. Roshan with us?
यस मैम. अगर किसी विद्यार्थी का कोई प्रश्न है तो वो मैम से पूछ सकता है.
जी.
ठीक है मैम.
हेलो
थैंक यू.
मैम.
हाँ बोलिए
जी
बोलिए।
सरिता बोलिए।
Yeah, ma'am, I just wanted to ask, is there any like criteria how long the basically the practical has to be? Because I don't know, the DSM-5 is the whole book and DSM-4 is also the full book. So I don't know how many changes have been made. So do we have to write like all the changes they've made, or is there any like specific
You
thing?
can start with the major changes that just now I had a conversation with Kriti. I was telling that schizophrenia एक main है, एक depression disorder main है जिसमें changes लाए गए हैं. तो चाहे वो
Yes.
सारी book है, because उस सारी book में they have talked about the diagnosis also, the symptoms they are talking about. So we
Okay.
have to find out the major changes, right? Minute ones, I don't think so that we really need to look upon, but the major changes जो मेन हमारे डिसऑर्डर्स हैं, कुछ इंटेलेक्चुअल डिसेबिलिटी के डिसऑर्डर्स आपको मिलेंगे वहां पे. जैसे कि
Okay.
पहले हम ऑटिज्म को अलग कंसिडर करते थे, डिसलेक्सिया को हम अलग लेकर जा रहे थे, अब उन्होंने कुछ इंटेलेक्चुअली डिसेबल करके ऐसे बना दिया है. और
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
ऑटिज्म स्पेक्ट्रम वर्ड हैज बीन एडेड, राइट?
Okay.
बिकॉज ऑटिज्म एंड अदर रिलेटेड जो डिसऑर्डर्स थे वो उस कैटेगरी में फॉल कर रहे थे.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
all know that DSM follows the classification, nosology हम follow करते हैं pattern. So you can come up with the major changes. Like let's suppose you are from a counseling background and you want to work as a counselor in a school. So you can look upon the disorders which are commonly found in children, like ADHD.
Okay. Okay.
और डिसलेक्सिया, डिस्ग्राफिया. सो जस्ट लुक अपॉन कि अगर आपको कुछ उनमें चेंजेस नजर आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी तक DSM-4 TR तक तो डिसेबिलिटी को नहीं कंसिडर किया जा रहा था.
Okay.
बट देन जो हमारा रिसेंट मेंटल हेल्थ एक्ट आया है उसमें जो हम आई थिंक वो जो एक्ट था वो शायद कुछ बेंचमार्क डिसेबिलिटीज की बात कर रहा है और किन किन डिसऑर्डर्स को या डिसेबिलिटी को कंसिडरेशन में लेकर आना है फ्रॉम जॉब पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. सो वो सब उसमें DSM-5 में भी आपको देखने को मिलेगा. So what you can do is you just think about which field you want to get into it. Like someone who wants to work as a clinical psychologist has to look upon those major changes made in a disorder. Can be schizophrenia, depression, PTSD, generalized anxiety disorder.
Okay.
Right. तो जो
Okay, ma'am.
स्कूल में जो काम करना चाहते हैं वो उसी हिसाब से कुछ मेजर उठा लीजिए जो आपको
Okay.
फर्दर भी हेल्प करे आपके प्रोफेशन में.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
जी. राइट.
Good morning, ma'am.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
Ma'am, I'm Gurpreet. Actually, ma'am, I joined the class a bit late because it was supposed to start 15 minutes late, I guess. So, can you please brief a bit?
I don't think so. I asked anyone to start the class 15 minutes late.
Ma'am, in the morning, actually, there was a message like the class is starting 15 minutes late, and then I was trying since last 10 minutes. I was not able to
Gurpreet
join.
ji, my lecture is being recorded and it will be shared on Facebook. So
Okay.
I guess going about the same thing repetitively, you can
No,
go
just
on
a
to the Facebook link,
yes,
right?
yes,
I
right.
have
I
been
May I
talking
say,
about the different.
may I
Okay.
जी
intervene?
रोशनी जी. Right, please बोलिए.
Mr. Gurpreet ji,
Ji, sir, ji. Sorry.
I shared the message 10:15, and
Yes,
now
sir.
this class is at 11:30. I
Sir,
told you the
okay.
class will start at 10:15.
10:15 से sir मैंने idea actually I thought कि everything will be 15 minutes late, so I'm sorry.
And listen, and then immediately I dropped the message. It is for clinical psychology, not for counseling psychology. You have not read that one.
वो sir मैंने अभी late देखा थोड़ा. I'm sorry for that.
Problem. Immediately I submit their information that it is for only clinical psychology, not for counseling psychology.
Oh,
Somebody asked from your
okay.
group.
Okay,
So
okay.
if you have seen that portion late,
I
please note.
missed that, sir. I missed that, and I'm sorry for that.
No, please don't be sorry, Gurpreet जी.
Go
I am just
जी.
going to tell you कि
Yes.
briefly मैं आपको बता देती हूँ. हमने आज DSM-5 के रिगार्डिंग बात करी है. आपका जो
Right.
प्रैक्टिकल है वो ये कह रहा है कि आपको डिफरेंशिएट करना है हाउ DSM-5 इज बेटर देन DSM-4 TR एंड कौन से चेंजेस DSM-5 में करे गए हैं जो कि DSM-4 टेक्स्ट रिवाइज्ड में नजर नहीं आ रहे हैं. अब वो जो
Okay.
चेंजेस हैं वो आपको डिसऑर्डर्स के रिगार्डिंग ही बताने पड़ेंगे. जैसे कि मैंने बात करी है स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया को लेकर, इसको हम थॉट डिसऑर्डर बोलते हैं. और अभी जो हम DSM-5 फॉलो कर रहे हैं, उस DSM में स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया के टाइप्स जो हैं वो नहीं एग्जिस्ट कर रहे। अब वो क्यों नहीं एग्जिस्ट कर रहे हैं? इट हैज अ हिस्ट्री कि बहुत सारे टाइप्स जो थे वो इंटरलिंक दिखा रहे थे। जो सिम्टम पैरानॉइड में है वो कहीं ना कहीं हेबिफ्रेनिक में भी है। तो शायद वो प्रॉपर डायग्नोसिस साइकियाट्रिस्ट से ये एक बेंचमार्क सेट करना कि ये पैरानॉइड ही है या हेबिफ्रेनिक ही है और इसमें पैरानॉइड के सिम्टम्स नहीं है, वो
Okay.
काफी ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन था। सो फाइनली
Overlapping. Sorry.
ओवरलैपिंग थे।
Yeah.
तो
Okay, ma'am.
इसलिए नाउ द डिसऑर्डर is no more considering types in its
Right.
consideration. Then if I talk about depression, कुछ न्यू डायमेंशन सेट करे गए हैं। कुछ ऐसे डिसऑर्डर्स जिनको हम पहले डिसऑर्डर्स नहीं कंसिडर कर रहे थे, जैसे ग्रीफ की हम अगर बात करते हैं, हम
Okay.
उसको इमोशन के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से डिस्कस करते हैं ना कि ग्रीफ है मे बी जस्ट बिकॉज लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल लॉस ऑफ अ लव्ड वन।
Yes,
तो वो
ma'am.
जो
Yeah.
लॉस है उसको हम ग्रीफ में कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, बट वो
Okay.
ग्रीफ की इंटेंसिटी देखकर और वो किस तरह से इंसान की ऑक्यूपेशनल इम्पेयरमेंट लेकर आ रहा है, और वो जो फ्रीक्वेंसी ड्यूरेशन जिसको हम कंसिडर करते हैं कि लेट्स सपोज अगर डिप्रेशन भी है, डिप्रेशन का अगर हम एपिसोड की बात करते हैं, डिप्रेसिव एपिसोड, तो वो अगर 6 महीने के लिए हो रहा है और लगातार है, एंड देन देयर इज लैक ऑफ एपेटाइट, इंसोम्निया,
Yeah.
and maybe no interest in any activity, lack of concentration. So वो
But ma'am,
बतौर अपने आप में एक
grief.
डिसऑर्डर का रूप ले रहा है।
Okay. So that is, ma'am, absolutely like grief only, no? The symptoms are almost same.
They
Like
are same, but then the duration matters, ना?
Okay.
Because जब
Right.
हम बोलते हैं we cope up with the situation, isn't it?
Yes.
We
Yes.
cannot be in that period for like so long कि वो हमारी डेली रूटीन की एक्टिविटी को इफेक्ट कर रहा है। वो करेगा, ऑफ कोर्स करेगा, बट वो पीरियड जो है वो शॉर्ट होगा। बट
Okay.
अगर वो रेपिटेटिवली फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड रह रहा है एंड देयर इज नो यू सी द होप ऑफ कोपिंग out of it, then we have to consult a psychiatrist or a psychologist. कुछ अब
So,
अगर मैं आपको पोस्ट ट्रॉमेटिक स्ट्रेस डिसऑर्डर की बात करूं,
जी ma'am.
event has already happened. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the soldiers जो सर्वाइव करके निकल आते हैं उस कैटास्ट्रोफिक सिचुएशन से।
Okay.
इवेंट
Yes.
तो हो चुका है, लेकिन उसका जो इम्पैक्ट है वो इतना ज्यादा होता है कि दे डेवलप सिम्टम्स ओवर पीरियड,
True.
राइट? सो दैट
Yes,
इज
ma'am.
व्हाई हम उसको पोस्ट ट्रॉमेटिक स्ट्रेस डिसऑर्डर कह रहे हैं। हम उसको
Okay.
सिम्टम्स नहीं सिर्फ मान रहे हैं।
Right. Okay.
सो व्हाट आई मीन टू से इज कि हम चीजों को हम कैसे डायग्नोस करते हैं? हम ड्यूरेशन देखते हैं, हम साइंस और सिम्टम्स स्टडी करते हैं, एंड
Right.
देन वो क्या कोपिंग रिसोर्सेज यूज कर रहा है जिससे कोई रिकवरी नजर आ रही है या नहीं आ रही है। हो सकता है वो साइक्लिक हो, अगर मैं डिप्रेशन की बात करूं और बाइपोलर की बात कर रही हूँ।
Okay. So,
तो
ma'am,
ये
we
सब
have put the grief in a separate disease, like.
I have just quoted an example that grief
Okay.
has not been considered in this
Okay.
depression category, but
Okay.
now जो psychiatrists हैं, they are working on it, the team of association, and they
Okay.
do believe कि अगर grief का जो एक period है उसके apart वो और ज़्यादा elongate हो रहा है, then it has to be considered in the category of disorders only. Why? Because grief नहीं रहता है, वो depression में turn हो रहा है, maybe an episode of depression.
Right. Right, ma'am.
So then from that point of view, we have to consider. I have given you this example. You can go through a book called
Okay.
as Abnormal
The-
Psychology by Carson and Butcher. Usme there is a chapter on mood disorders, and they
Okay.
have, Carson and Butcher have talked about this grief wala period.
Okay. So it's
So-
not added in the DSM-5 as yet. I was
No, it has not been added. It has
Okay.
not been added. I'm just giving you an example.
Okay. Got it, ma'am.
अगर डिसऑर्डर, हम डिसऑर्डर बनता कैसे है मैं आपको ये बता रही थी, जब आपने बोला ना कि
The
ड्यूरेशन
prolonged grief.
लॉन्ग, राइट
Yeah.
राइट
Okay.
राइट।
Right. ma'am. Got
जैसे जो स्ट्रेस है वो स्ट्रेस, अब देखिए कॉन्डक्ट डिसऑर्डर, एडजस्टमेंट डिसऑर्डर, इन सबको स्पेक्ट्रम में डिवाइड इकट्ठा कर दिया है। पहले अलग अलग एग्जिस्ट हो रहे थे। इंटेलेक्चुअल डिसेबिलिटी का एक अलग से क्लासिफिकेशन बनाया गया है। वी हैव नॉट बीन टॉकिंग अबाउट ADHD itna in previous
Okay.
versions. Now we are talking about that also in
Right.
our DSM-5.
it. Do we take stress, ma'am, as a separate disease?
See, it's
So,
not a disease, but it's a disorder. Of course, अगर हम
okay.
psychological point of view से इसको
Yeah.
consideration में लेकर आए,
Uh-huh.
तो अब स्ट्रेस भी कब बनता है डिसऑर्डर? जब हमारे कोपिंग रिसोर्सेज एग्जॉस्ट हो चुके हैं एंड हम जो हमारा फिजियोलॉजिकल मैकेनिज्म है, जो हमारा अराउजल सिस्टम है, वो सारा डिस्टर्ब हो चुका है. मैक्सिमम सिक्रीशन ऑफ कॉर्टिसोल इज बीइंग ऑब्जर्व्ड एंड विच इज
Okay.
एक्चुअली अफेक्टिंग आवर अदर बॉडी पार्ट्स. So definitely physiologically भी change हो रहा है and psychologically of course you don't have any social support system, any other resource to work to rely upon. तो definitely वो एक disorder का shape लेता है.
But I thought, ma'am, it's like a byproduct of something else. Oh, it's my
Not
personal.
necessary, not
Okay.
necessary. Of course
Okay.
comorbid हो सकता है, definitely. डिप्रेशन है, उसका स्ट्रेस हो सकता है, डायबिटीज है, स्ट्रेस हो सकता है,
Yes.
बट अपने आप में भी ये एग्जिस्ट करता है पूरा.
अपने आप में भी करता है. Okay.
क्योंकि कई
That,
बार हम बोलते हैं कि क्या हुआ है, why are you so sad? The person
But-
says I'm not sad, I'm just stressed.
but there must be
हमें-
some underlying reason, ma'am, isn't it? I think
Of
so.
course, that is for every disorder. You tell me.
No, stress.
A person,
Like, I think it's a clear byproduct of something else.
well, I don't agree on this completely, but partially, of course, I agree कि ये बाय प्रोडक्ट भी होता है. कई लोग बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक होते हैं, फैमिली बहुत अच्छी है, एंड देन स्ट्रेस कैन बी कि एक वो हम कहते हैं ना डायथीसिस है, वल्नरेबिलिटी, जेनेटिक्स अगेन प्लेज इम्पोर्टेंट रोल कि
Okay.
वो एज इट इज फैमिली में आगे रन हो रहा है, अदरवाइज कोई ऐसी दिक्कत नहीं है.
Right, ma'am. Okay.
क्योंकि स्ट्रेस तो लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव वर्कड अपॉन दिस स्ट्रेस डिसऑर्डर, बट ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट, बट देन ये अपने आप में फुल फ्लेज एग्जिस्ट करता है.
Ma'am, my point is like there must be some thought process going on underneath the stress.
That's right, बिल्कुल अग्री कि कुछ
Right.
ना कुछ तो जरूर अंडरनीथ उसके होगा जिसके कारण
Right.
ये स्ट्रेस डेवलप हो रहा है.
Yes.
That
ma'am.
I agree.
Okay. Okay. So we consider it a separate disorder, right? Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
यदि किसी और विद्यार्थी का कोई प्रश्न है तो वो रखें, अपने प्रश्न को रखें. अगर किसी और विद्यार्थी का है तो.
यस मैम, I have a question. जब हम DSM को या ICD को किसी को फॉलो करते हैं and they are upgraded and revised, then साइकोलॉजिकल जो टेस्ट होते हैं क्या उन पे भी असर पड़ता है कि हम उनके भी क्राइटेरिया अकॉर्डिंगली चेंज करें?
Hello.
Sir.
Hello,
Madam. Okay.
Dr. Roshan, can you help me in one thing? Can you take up the queries, please?
Okay. Yes, please. Let me know. Please let me know your query. Repeat the question.
हेलो सर.
Yes, please.
हाँ जी सर, आई वाज आस्किंग कि जब DSM या कोई भी मैनुअल रिवाइज होती है तो साइकोलॉजिकल टेस्ट पे भी उनका असर होता है कि वो भी उनके भी क्राइटेरियाज, उनके भी जो पॉइंट्स होते हैं वो रिवाइज किए जाए अकॉर्डिंगली?
No, basically psychological जो टेस्ट हैं particularly they are very subjective. Hello.
Yes sir.
Sorry.
I can hear you.
Psychological tests are very subjective, whereas the DSM is a very generalized. We cannot say this is subjective. DSM classification of mental disorder is very generalized, and our psychological tests are subjective, right? So hopefully it may give you answer.
Yes sir. Okay sir.
When it is generalized or subjectivity, suppose you like to test the depression, it's not holistic changes are happening from one DSM to second DSM or the new version of new DSM. Complete change will not be there, partial changes will be there. And the major component of the depression, that is the root cause of depression is anxiety, for example, that remain there. So the questionnaire you people are using, they may have the various questions covering varieties of component of the depression, for example, of any psychological disorder. So it's not definite when any DSM is revised, all the tests are to be revised. No.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Just I would like to say that you people are to categorize. Just you briefly mentioned the history of DSM. You start from the diagnosis, right? And diagnosis, you obviously there will be some ICD. You have to write a few paragraph, some small paragraph ICD. Then you go for DSM. You start about DSM 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The little bit onset of DSM 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onwards, and then 4 to 5. What are the updations? Just you compare DSM 4 and DSM 5, as Madam told you, because for right, and only those are disorders. You take the example of PTSD, as Ma'am was telling. In DSM 40R, it was under the chapter of anxiety-based disorder, right? PTSD. In DSM 5, there is a new chapter they have been added there. A new chapter, that is trauma and stress-related disorder, is given the new name of new chapter in DSM 5, right? Trauma and stress-related disorders. It's a new chapter. PTSD is listed there under this chapter and is not listed under the chapter of anxiety-based disorder as per DSM 5. So just you compare the difference, the updations between DSM 4 to DSM 5 in relation to the major psychological disorders, and the same thing the ma'am has been explained to you people. So wherever disease is ma'am rightly said, psychological disorders है, ये disease नहीं है. एक हम जब practice करते हैं अपनी, if you some of you are will do some practice in psychology, we should not say any patient, we are to consider them as a client. You are providing a counseling, right? Psychological treatment intervention you are doing. You're not going to give the treatment, you are going to give it intervention. Treatment और intervention में फर्क होता है. तो कभी भी इनको हमने, we should never call a disease or disorders, both are separate, right? So we should not call them a patient, we should not call it a disease. Ma'am rightly corrected the young man. It is a disorder. So this will be not your step of the every practical problem type. There is object, the variable and the material required. Nothing is to write there. Simple, you compare DSM 4 and DSM 5. What are the updations in DSM 5? How DSM 5 is different from DSM 4? Simple, you have to write this one, and particularly it is written. I shared you the link and it is written clearly there. It does not mean you just copy paste everything. That will not be accepted. Clearly line लिखा हुआ, उसमें ध्यान रखना इस चीज का. कभी आप नेट पे कॉपी पेस्ट करेंगे, so you have to write in your words. Anyone else? Anyone else? No query? तेजपाल जी. हेलो
सर नमस्कार.
सर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो बंद करें.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर, धन्यवाद.
ठीक है, नमस्कार. नमस्कार.
नमस्कार सर.